All right, we're here with Stephanie Gubiotti. Thank you so much for joining me here in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Lucky with this weather.
It's gorgeous.
Being here with all these leaders, I think one of the great things about you is that you see a viewpoint many may miss. You're very optimistic, very giving, and you've got something new you're working on with Matt Knight, correct?
Yes, I do. I'm super excited about it.
Great.
I recently joined as an advisor for Foundation for Innovation in Real Estate,
Great.
which is a 501c3 nonprofit. We are focused on catalyzing impact in Earth's largest asset class, which is real estate and real estate technology.
Right.
So it's been fantastic.
Awesome. So in terms of, I think you talked about the number of units.
Yes.
So you've got all these great operators, owners, et cetera, that often are members of other organizations. But and you're really diving into technology. Is that the idea?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're diving into giving people resources in the industry. What we found is that the barrier to entry for people when they're trying to come in is sometimes pretty complex. And you can listen to podcasts and you can get these episodes, but there's the real truth of having peer groups together who have really been in those situations. And so what we do is people who maybe have 500 units today but want to get to 30,000, we're able to help them while they're small to shape their future for going forward. What I like to refer to us as is sort of your outsourced innovation officer, where we're able to help you be innovative in this space without needing to take that full-time on internally, depending on the size of the firm.
When you all were early believers in RETC,
yes,
which is great.
Yes.
I think something that is important is having people that you can go to talk, to share ideas. As you're going down the rabbit holes of technology and testing new things, it's not always easy, especially in this day and age of AI.
Yes.
So, as we look back at 2025 and forward into 2026, yourself being an operator and investor and management side, what's something maybe that you see is the biggest shift right now? Is there a sector? Is there an area, whether it's, the customer experience or access control or hardware, robotics, or is it more safety and security? Is it, what are the things that maybe are standing out to you that you think is a big opportunity for operators and owners?
Well, I think there's a lot of attention around risk compliance, a lot of attention around what you can take off of your teams internally and without adding additional cost and burden. So I wouldn't necessarily call it outsourcing, but maybe being more creative with your tech stack and realizing that your technology can also do more than what it used to do, being just a tool. It can be a tool and a resource now.
And I think that's one of the things you hit it on the head of saying de-risking. Because this industry is about de-risking. It's about consistency, especially for people's homes.
Yes.
We're providing, and we have the responsibility to provide great residential experience for families who rent. And I think one of the key things is sometimes people look at technology as a risk.
They do.
But technology can help you, especially if it's proven out. And if there's opportunities in some communities to test and pilot new things. So I think that's something you all focus on, right? Is testing, piloting.
We do.
Okay.
We do. We give responsible frameworks for piloting. We have over half a dozen lawyers who have gone through our pilot docs to make sure that they're neutral on both sides.
Okay.
But our concept is to get people using tech and then eventually paying for tech. Under our Emerging Manager Tech Council, we have 650,000 units today in just multifamily, but multifamily and student. We're anticipating that we'll get over 1 million units this year within our platform, where we're helping people to really innovate within the space. On top of that, what we do is really before they're operators and in this space, we also bring in academia. We go to college campuses. We do an intercollegiate PropTech club, which is really interesting. And it's all student-led, which is so rewarding to be able to see them get engaged in our industry very early. And as you know, I chair the RETC Emerging Leaders Program, and it's something that I'm so passionate about is this future generation kind of coming into this industry. And I think it's our duty to really bring them up in the right way with some of the experiences that we had before technology was in place. Because I think that really gave some critical framework to the industry as a whole.
Well, there's more demand on multiple levels, from labor, from responsiveness with AI to the resident experience, right? There's more competition. There's people experiencing, especially I've seen in student housing, talking with some student housing operators who now have bowling alleys and climbing walls, and
Yep.
they have NFL players, sorry, the college players living in their buildings with them, right?
Yes.
The NIL capital. So it's an elevated experience, and these people are now graduating and going out into the real world, and they're like, hey, maybe every building doesn't have this. So, you know, and it's funny, I think a lot about social media coming, you know, it's almost like media, the new media is here. What's something that maybe I should have asked you about that I didn't, and that you'd like that's important to you for 2026 looking ahead?
Probably ways people could maybe get involved with us at Fire and maybe our future at Fire.
Okay. You're doing a summit, right?
Yes, we have our Fire Summit, super exclusive. It's invite only for executives in La Jolla, where we take people off the record and we really work together. It's our industry's version of Davos, if you will, where we really work together to collaborate and move the industry forward. And we do excursions together. In addition to that, what we also do, we're looking to expand our outreach into more campuses this year.
Cool.
We are looking to grow our Emerging Manager Tech Council, and our donors have been so fantastic about providing resources and technologies as part of their donation to our emerging managers, which has been really great, because one of the things that we have found in the industry is that a lot of tech companies want to have somebody to play in the sandbox with.
Yeah.
And what we do with our group is we provide that as a willing resource of somebody who has gone through it. And we're also saying, hey, yeah, they've gone through their vetting. You guys have checked everything out. We've gone through this. Let's test this technology. Let's get use cases out there and actually start moving forward faster so that our startups can maybe move more efficiently in this space along with technology.
Love it. Well, thanks for being an advocate for change and for technology and real estate. Definitely a burgeoning area, and we're going to see more and more technology. You know, a lot of there's two sides of the argument, right? Of successful prop tech, you know, and I think in general you're going to see more and more around robotics, and our physical infrastructure consistently needs to be upgraded. There's no doubt about it, and I think safety and security is going to be a hot topic. You hit it on the head around the resident experience as well. So thanks so much for joining me.
Of course. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Of course.